Alright guys, so day 2 of E3 has just started. It's got 15 minutes to go. That's what this bit says anyway. And yesterday's was amazing. I don't know if you've seen that video, but we got Banjo in Smash DLC. That was great. We got a Breath of the Wild sequel. We've got a new Marvel Avengers fight. Well, not just we got a new Marvel fighting game, which is always nice. We got a Dark Crystal RPG, which is kind of weird, but I'm into it. New trailer for Luigi's Mansion 3, which looks amazing, by the way. That logo textures was just great. And it's just we got a trailer for Pokemon and Link's Awakening and Animal Crossing, and it's just really well. We got we got Secrets of Mana on the Switch, which was good, and Spyro the Dragon. Which all of this stuff is just like incredible how they can do all of this stuff. And I'm just excited. Persona 5 for the Switch. That'd be good. We haven't seen Metroid Prime 4. We haven't seen it's 20 minutes apparently, this person says up here. Yeah, we haven't seen Metroid Prime 4, and we haven't seen what else haven't we seen? I can't remember what else we haven't seen, but there's definitely another thing that we haven't seen yet that I'm looking forward to. Yeah, no, wait. Where did that go? Yeah, no Galaxy 3. There's not going to be a new there's not going to be any other big Mario games. They might do another new Super Mario Bros, I guess. They might do that, but I don't know. I'm not convinced. Please, Metroid. I know, I'm hoping for Metroid. Metroid Prime 4. That's what I'm hoping for. Bayonetta 3. Oh, that's the thing I was surprised I didn't see. I was surprised I didn't see Bayonetta 3 in there. We haven't had anything on either of those games yet. We just had an announcement that it's going to be a thing. We saw Contra, which was good. That was pretty cool. I think we've got like 15 minutes. Yeah, 15 minutes, I'm pretty sure. I think they might make a Conker's Bad Fur Day sequel, because they rebooted it on the GameCube, I'm pretty sure. I think so anyway. But I wouldn't be too surprised if they made a sequel to Conker's Bad Fur Day, because it sold quite well, I'm pretty sure. The hell's Pokemon 2? Anyway. Shrek for Smash. Yeah, I wish. I'm still Pikmin 4. That'll be good. We might see a bit more on on Breath of the Wild. Possibly. Sans for Smash, please. I don't think that's happening. Mario Maker 2, I think that's possible. They did some Mario Maker 2 gameplay in the E3 of last time. 15 minutes. Cuphead for Smash. Cuphead for Smash. That's a possibility. I'm still got my hopes up for Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight is still a possibility for me. Oh, is Shovel Knight already an assist trophy? Let's look. Chibi Robo, that's a possibility. I want a new Chibi Robo game, and I mean a good Chibi Robo game. So not Chibi Robo Ziplash. Like, no, a good Chibi Robo game on the Switch. like a 3D open world. That would be good. Again, I'm surprised I'd still want a new Star Fox. Hoping for more Pokemon info. Same. Yeah, see, look, someone agrees with me. Fire Emblem Three Houses, bruh. I still want an HD remake of Mario Sunshine, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I've actually really recently, really wanted to play some GameCube games, because we had a GameCube, but again, I think we sold it, and I've been really, I'm thinking of, I don't know, but I was debating getting an original Wii, because they can play GameCube games, because we don't have one of those anymore. We sold it for the Wii U. Bad choice if you ask me, but still, because, I suppose actually it was kind of worth it, but I kind of wish we still had it, because they can play GameCube, and we played GameCube games on there, like Mario Sunshine, Luigi's Mansion. But if I can get another, because I found one on Amazon for, I believe, £12, just the console, no AV cables or anything. And if I could play GameCube games, then that's a pretty good deal. I think we really have some AV cables, and that would be pretty cool. We need Shrek Swamp too. For a while I thought they were gonna make a SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom 2. I thought they were gonna make another one of those on the 3DS or something, but I doubt that. I still think Goku for Smash, that would be cool. Even though he's not a video game character. There were Dragon Ball Z video games, so I don't care. But still, I know they won't do it, but like, Goku in Smash would be cool. Did anyone believe the Grinch leak? Because when Smash Ultimate was in early development, I don't know whether you knew this, but there was an early leak for the Grinch in Smash Bros, but that didn't seem likely. Did I say Donkey Kong 64 HD? Yeah, Donkey Kong 64 HD, that would be actually pretty cool. I get what people are thinking, Super Mario Galaxy 3. I'd rather Mario Sunshine 2. Mario Sunshine 2 would be good. Mother 3. Switch Mini. Oh yeah, we might see that actually, because they said there was a Switch Pro and a Switch Mini coming out, wasn't there? So I think we might see one of those, that or both of those today. Which I wouldn't be complaining about. Yeah, so that would be pretty cool. Hold on, I'm gonna Instagram this real quick. There we go. How long is it? 10 minutes. What is it now? 9 minutes. Yeet, someone's posting in the chat. More weeb reveals. Yeah, probably. Eight minutes. Hold on, I'll be right back. I need to go for a pee. Yeah, I think we're gonna see a new Nintendogs. I think that's like an almost confirmed because like didn't like I believe they are creating a new Nintendogs, aren't they? I haven't seen any like Switch Sports yet, but you know, might not. I was just saying that I wanted to marry Maker Amiibo because that'll be pretty cool. Like with the hard hat and stuff. Fix online here, I agree with that. 6 minutes. Persona 5 for the Switch. That's a possibility with the whole Joker being in Smash. But yeah, we might see more of the Breath of the Wild sequel. Or at least I hope so. Because that I was pretty tight for. Zelda remakes? No, I don't think so. I think they're done with Zeldas. How many Zeldas are they actually making now? It's Breath of the Wild. There's Link's Awakening. There's Breath of the Wild sequel. There's Crypt of Necrodot. That's 4 Zelda games. Oh, and of course the Hyrule Warriors. So that's 5 Zelda games. They're not going to make another one. I seriously, I think they're done with Zelda on the Switch. It's funny to think how there's 5 Zelda games and they've been out for like, how long has the Switch been out? When was the Switch released? Let me ask Siri. When was the Switch released? So, no, that's the National. When was the Nintendo Switch released?
Nintendo Switch was published the 3rd of March 2017.
2017. So how long ago was that? That was 2 years. Yeah, that was 2 years ago. So the Switch has only been out for 2 years, and they've had 5 Zelda games. How? I don't know how they keep doing that. Hmm. Four minutes. Nearly there. I think we might see Splatoon 2 DLC because they've left that game alone for a while. Same with Mario Party. However, I think it's quite likely that they might show the Switch Mini or the Switch Pro. Because that's what I thought they were going to see last time, actually. 3 minutes. I think the ones I missed last time, because I ended after the direct was over, because I didn't want the video to be 5 hours long. I'll probably do the same with this. I'll just watch for the first hour or so. But Splatoon 3, no. But yeah, I'll only watch the first hour or so. But I believe last time it was just gameplay, which I'm okay with missing because I don't really like spoilers. But if there is parts in this where it's like, you know, the main like on stage showing off games, I will of course watch that because that's must watch, isn't it? But yeah, I tend to not watch the gameplay parts because I don't really like spoilers unless they're in, you know, unless they're in a trailer or a direct. I'm okay with spoilers then, like in that Mario Maker 2 direct. That's a bit better because that's like, you know, that's in a trailer, so you know. But I don't really like it when it's like, I don't really like it when it's just gameplay, when you can just see it in gameplay, because that kind of ruins a bit of the fun. It kind of spoils it a bit for me, so I tend to leave. I tend to not watch the gameplay. I mean, I will do if I have to or something, but like, I usually rather not, but like, I'd usually not myself. Like I saw that there was some Luigi's Mansion 3 footage, and I'm gonna save it for myself because that's like one of my biggest. Like I've been hyped for that all year. And how long is it going? I'm guessing like October, but like that was like so just massive for me, and I don't want it to be spoiled, but like, I'm not too bothered about spoilers. Alright, it's about to start. It's 1 minute apparently. This is one of the things that they said. 1 minute. 2 minute. No, I don't know. 1 minute to go. It is 1 minute to go. Plants vs Zombies Modern Warfare 2. Wait, why did I say Modern Warfare? Plants vs Zombies Warfare 2. Maybe. I don't know why I said Modern Warfare. It's not Call of Duty. Could make a Modern Warfare on the Switch though, like Call of Duty on the Switch. If there was Black Ops on the Wii, they can make Modern Warfare on the Switch easy. Again, the Spyro on the Switch mind blew me. I'm still hoping for Spider-Man on the Switch. I wonder if you can get that yet, like, or pre-order Spyro for the Switch. I hope so. If so, I probably will, because it's so. I literally like. Here it is.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Day 2 of Nintendo Treehouse Live 2019. I am here with Audrey and Roxy, and we're here to talk about Fire Emblem Three Houses. I almost made it. I made it, actually. All right, so let's get the show on the road. So we are a professor in the monastery, and this is 5 years before things get a little rough for our students, but Audrey, could you tell us some more about the story for our audiences back at home?
Yeah, that's right. So I'm playing as Byleth here, and we are at the Officers Academy at Garrick Mac Monastery. Don't worry about that green-haired girl in the room. That's completely normal, and everything is fine. But basically, at the outset of the game, I'm sorry, I have to talk to Bernie here. She says she's got a cold, but she's a big liar. Bernie is actually just a big introvert, but it's okay. You can pull her out of her shell over time. But at the outset of the game, game, you choose one of 3 houses to lead and to teach, and
That's pretty
each
cool.
one represents one of the ruling powers in Fodlan, the continent where this game takes place. So you're not just choosing the students who you want to teach, you may be choosing which side you want to take and, oh, I don't know, an impending war. So we're going to show a few of the activities that you can do here at the monastery. In there is the garden. Over there's the fishing hole. But you know what? I'm a bit peckish. I'm going to run to the dining hall real quick
That
and
sounds
see
right.
what's going on there.
I mean, it's morning for us, so
It's
I guess
true.
it's breakfast time.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So here we are in the dining hall. And, oh, hello, Dedu.
Investigating Ramire Village.
He's always so serious. Come on, let's get a bite.
Just walk away from the
Yes.
two.
So there are multiple paths you can take in this game. The one we're playing right now is the Black Eagle path, and this is Edelgard. She's the house leader of the Black Eagles. She's an incredibly important character. I won't spoil anything for anyone who hasn't played the game, obviously, but she has an incredibly compelling and deep backstory, just like all of the characters in this game. So I hope you look forward to getting to know her. But I'm going to jump here, and let's see. Petra looks like she really wants to get in on this
Yeah,
meal. That's
she's
going to
got
raise
that-
her motivation.
She's got that giant happy face, so like, I'm ready. Let's go for this.
And then it's a professor in Night Mixer, so I'm also going to invite Manuela to the party. And we're going to chow down. And one of the really cool things about the monastery activities is that not only is it really fun to interact with all of these characters like never before in a Fire Emblem game, everything you do has an effect on your game. You can see that dining with Petra increased her motivation. That's going to allow me to do more with her when we're in the tutoring phase. It also gave me more points so that my professor level went up. And having a higher professor level means that you have more activity points, more battles you can do, and you get
Okay,
more
that's kinda
gold
cool.
to spend on those all-important vulneraries.
Nice.
And look, I completed a quest along the way, so we're doing pretty well here.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Got that off the checklist.
Yep. Oh, and there's Raphael. I can't run by Raphael without saying hi.
Oh, he
I
looks
love
like-
this guy. He's a big sweetheart. He actually has a really tragic backstory, but you wouldn't know it by his great attitude and his wonderfully ill-fitting shirt.
Yeah, he's just ripping at
Yeah,
it.
there's literally holes.
He can't help it. His muscles want to be free. And he's worried because he ate too much fish recently, and so now he's worried he'll never want to eat it again. These are really, really big problems in the academy phase of this game. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and fast travel, and this is pretty big, so I'm very happy I can't fast travel, to the cathedral here and do a couple of more activities. And as I said, not only is it great to be able to interact with your students and actually run around in a Fire Emblem world, run around these wonderful environments, but everything you do has a practical effect in battle. So all of the things, all of the time you're spending here in the monastery is going to go back and help you in battle, which is still the core of this game.
Yeah, 'cause, like, speaking about like just the environments, it's like there's so much detail. It's such an expansive world to explore. So you'll definitely spend a lot of time, not only in battles but also exploring this monastery world.
Yeah, and so this is the advice box, and it's where students will anonymously ask you for advice.
This sounds
and
like a
you
really
have to kind
big
of,
game.
based on your knowledge of those students, guess what would be the answer that makes them happy so you can get support points with them. And I correctly guessed that was Hilda.
Nicely done.
Yes, so I completed that quest, and Hilda's now very happy with me. As I said, all of the different monastery activities you can do, as well as battles, will increase your support points, which can unlock support conversations. Oh, I know by the hair that's Petra. Let's see.
Oh, you're right.
She misses the sea because that's where she's from, a foreign land, and she misses the ocean.
Nice
Yep.
guess. It's like you played this
It's
before.
I might know these characters a little bit, but all these characters are so lovable, and unlocking support conversations with them is really, really rewarding, especially since what's really dynamic about this game is that there's a 5-year jump at some point, so you get to see the support conversations that take place in the academy, and then there are also some that will only take place after the 5-year jump during the war phase of the game, so you get to see how the war and the events of the game have affected these students, which is really, really compelling. And that's how you get to know them enough to answer these advice box questions. And at that point, of course, after the 5-year jump, you can even pursue a romantic relationship with someone. Dimitri. Just saying.
He is quite handsome.
He is. Now I'm going to do some choir practice. I chose Dorothea, who's a former opera singer, and Ferdy, who has the voice of an angel. So we're going to do some choir practice. And again, like everything at the monastery, it has an effect. It raised their faith experience, and I got more authority experience as their professor. So it's another boon to your battle, to your strategies, to the way you're going to be able to level up these characters.
I'm noting that the game is fully voiced. I really like, whenever you talk to a character, they are fully voiced and you can really engage with them. And some folks would be happy to know there's dual audio options. So
yes, if you want to play with the Japanese voices, you absolutely can. So we're going to jump into some tutoring here. And as you can see, you can choose to instruct manually or automatically. One of the wonderful things about this game is that it's as deep as you want it to be. If you want to, like me, I love to pour every single stat, every single unit that I have, and try and customize it to my heart's content. But if you're the kind of player who really just wants to race through the story and the battles as fast as you can auto-tutor, and it won't be quite as effective, but it is an option if you'd rather not deal with all of this stuff that I just personally love pouring over. So for Linhardt here, as you can see, I've set a custom focus for him. You can choose some predetermined skill goals for him, but I really want to make him a cavalier. I need more movement on my team. So I'm going to try and increase his lance and riding skills. Oh, he didn't do so well. I could critique him, but I'm going to play Mr. Nice Guy.
It's like good call, bad cop. Like, which one are you going to do?
And that was the right call for him. He doesn't respond to critique very well, so... Let's see. He's still got a bit of... he did really well. Good job. And he leveled up in Lance.
Nice.
So we'll check in a bit, but he just might have enough of that skill
So
to be able to
this is
change
skill
class.
level.
We'll just have
Was
to
that
see.
the other
Yeah,
Fire Emblem
good
games?
job, Lenny.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
very,
not
very
too
proud
sure.
of you.
Maybe.
Aw.
And then, he's still got a little bit of motivation. So let's go ahead and work on your horsemanship. We leveled up as well.
Nice.
Skill level up. All right. Things are going well for Lenny. And then let's also... check in on Ferdy. He also has a custom focus here. I want to make him a brigand, mostly because I think he would hate the outfit, so I kind of want to force him into it.
That's vicious.
And another skill level up. He's doing really well here. As I said, I've been very focused on getting all of these skills up to the level they need to get the classes that I want.
It's very good to point out that, like, there's each character has a specific affinity for a class, but you can dictate how you want to play it, just the way that you want to
so
play
they fit
it.
sort of the synergy of the rest of your army and how you like to play.
Exactly. It's dependent on strategy, or it's even dependent on the way that you want to play.
Absolutely.
Professor.
Oh, and as you can see, some of your students can actually ask you if they want to update their goals, and you can choose to go with what they're looking to grow in, or just force them to become an archer if you want them to be an archer. Here, I'm going to leave Ignatz the way he was, just because I really want him to continue down that path. And actually, sometimes if you force a student into territory they're uncomfortable with, unfamiliar with, they'll actually grow exponentially in ways that they couldn't have foreseen. See, I'm always
You
forced
forced her
her out of her
room.
shell. It's good for her. She needs to grow and meet people. She's a wonderful young lady.
She needs some fresh air.
Yes,
I
she
agree.
does. And they did pretty well together. All right, and then you can see, again, you can pour over all of the screen. I'm going to skip through it just so that we can move along here, but I would normally be looking at every single stat and seeing how my team has grown.
Knowing how you've played past Fire Emblem games, I can vouch for
Yes.
that.
All right, so now that we've gotten some good skill level ups, I'm actually going to jump into the certification exams here, and that's how you change classes in this game. The really cool thing is that all characters other than character exclusive classes can become any class. So I can make Lenny, yes, he has the skills that he needs. As long as you have the correct skills and they're at the correct level, you can become any class that you want. So he's at those skill levels, and so I can finally make him a cavalier.
Nice.
If he wasn't quite at those skill levels, I could still try the certification exam. I was at a 100% chance of passing. If it was a little bit lower, it would have been a bit of a gamble. It might not have worked out for me. I personally like to kind of wait to make sure it's a sure thing. I don't like to waste my seals, but you can roll the dice if you like. It's up to you. And yes, I would like you to change into that class.
Yeah, and I do like that once you pass the certification exam for a certain job class, you don't have to keep using seals if you want to switch back and forth.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and make Freddy a brigand as well. He's going to love the outfit. He'll learn to love it.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, look at that.
Look at him styling and profiling.
He looks proud of himself.
Yeah. Go ahead and, yeah, let's keep you that way, Freddy. All right, so that was pretty successful. Let's go ahead and let's jump into a battle. Or no, you know what? Let's do a seminar. Change my mind. Seminars are a way where you can learn from some of the other professors or faculty at the Officers Academy. Like here, see, Sateth is really good at lance skills. So if I want to continue to grow Linny in that direction, I can have him attend one of Sateth's seminars, and his lance skills will improve.
Oh, nice. It's very interesting that not only are you interacting with the students, but you're also interacting with the staff as well, and building those relationships and understanding or learning their personalities as well. Because like just earlier, you were having breakfast with Manuelo, who happens to be a faculty member within the monastery.
No, there are so many student characters in this game, and they each have such a depth. It's really a delight to get to know all of them throughout the course of the game. Oh, and it's the Holy Kingdom of Fargus Founding Day today, and there's a special dish. I really want to eat there, but I'm going to jump ahead so that we can get a look at some neat battle. All right. My students are doing so well. I'm so proud of them.
I love seeing that level of it.
Yes.
As a teacher and a professor, it is satisfying.
Oh, and it's Marianne's birthday, and she's a sweetheart, so I'm going to go ahead and buy her flowers. And as you see, I got support points for that, so good job all around. I'm the favorite teacher, let's be honest.
I do like that you get to interact with students in the other houses too, regardless of the house you initially choose. There's an option to interact with them, possibly recruit them.
Yeah,
if
that's
you
a great
plan
point. So you're
well.
not just stuck within the students that are particular to a house. You could always recruit them over to the house that you're currently following.
Yeah, and along those lines, I'm about to do a paralog battle that requires Raphael and Ignatz to take part in it. And Raphael and Ignatz are not actually Black Eagle students. They're both from the Golden Deer, but I loved them so much during my Golden Deer playthrough, I couldn't bear the thought of going on without them. So I acquired the skills as a professor that they wanted to grow in. And since I was able to do that, I was able to recruit them. And because I recruited them, I was able to access this paralog. I otherwise wouldn't have been able to play. So I'm skipping right past this story moment here so that players can enjoy it at home. But basically what's happening is that Ignatz and Raphael are from merchant families, and merchants are being attacked in the Alliance. So they want us to go and help them. And of course we're going to go help them.
It's
We're
very
heroes
noble
after all.
deed, yes.
Yes.
Doesn't make any. Agreed. You're gonna go.
I just love Raphael. He's the best.
He's so amped.
I knew you couldn't resist.
He's always amped.
Thank you so much.
And we've seen a glimpse of the calendar a few times, and that's really notable because you live by the calendar in this game. It determines when you take part in special battles, when you can do additional training opportunities, when people's birthdays are, special holidays, tournaments, all kinds of things. So you really want to keep an eye on the calendar. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump into this battle.
Oh, there they are.
There are the merchants. Oh, they're in a load of trouble because that guy doesn't look friendly.
Oh yeah, not at all.
Looks like they are.
So my group starts up split up, and as you may have seen, the objective here is to defeat the commander
Merchants could probably escape.
and obviously protect the merchants. That's pretty important.
So you're employing proper flanking maneuvers, which is already, it looks pretty good.
Yes, and that's why I'm really happy that I made Linhardt a Cavalier here, because that gives me a lot of movement at my disposal, and I really want to be able to get over to this drawbridge over here. Ooh. So first I'm going to use a combat art, then I'll get over to that drawbridge.
yeah.
Combat arts are returning. You might remember them from Shadows of Valentia, and there are a bunch of new ones in this game as well. So I'm going to go ahead and unleash one. They're very powerful, of course, but they also do lower your weapon durability very quickly. So you can't just spam the combat arts. You have to be very strategic about how you use them.
That is very good to point out.
Oh, he lost a lot of health there. We might get to
Need some
see
reinforcements.
Lenny die.
Oh,
We'll
no.
see what happens. And because he is a mounted unit, he can move again after attacking. So I can just kind of scoot him away from those enemies,
Stay
perhaps.
focused.
Teacher to the rescue.
Yes. Hands off my students.
I do love like these battle sequences that it's not just between the opponent and your character. There's like action and battle happening, so it adds that immersion to what's happening on the field.
Absolutely. And there's my archer. It's always important to have a good archer on your team. And Ignatz is the best in the business. All right. So I think Linhardt's covered pretty well. He looks like he's going to be safe, so I can go ahead and start scooting Hubert and
So you can like
Bernie
switch
over this way.
characters. Oh no, so you can like
Again,
select
we're
what character
forcing her
you
out of a
can
room, but
choose in
well,
one
what I'm trying
turn.
to do with Linhardt is to move
That's
him
pretty
over
good.
to this drawbridge, because if I lower that drawbridge, then I can get these merchants away from this really mean-looking giant wolf over
Oh,
here.
wow.
He's gonna scoot his way closer and closer to them, and I don't want that to happen. So let's do our best to prevent that. Meanwhile, while we're doing that over on the left side, here on the right side, I'm going to try and inch closer to the commander so that we can maybe take him down before he causes any more mischief.
Start whittling down their forces.
Yes. And so I like to watch all of the battle animations because they're really beautiful, and as you can see, they actually zoom in on where you are on the map. It doesn't just take you to kind of a generic location, which is really cool, but for the sake of time, I'm going to try and force myself to skip the animations. It's painful, but I'll go ahead and try and do that.
Oh, the folks at home, luckily this game is going to come out soon, so the folks at home will be able to experience this on their own and get through meet all these characters, experience all these battles, and dictate how they want to play.
I do like Audrey's point. The camera zooms in when you engage an enemy, and the 3D environments of the map. I like the fact that you can adjust the camera angle too. Like if you like the overhead view like traditional Fire Emblem, or if you want to like explore the environment a little bit, make it a
Yeah.
little bit more scenic.
Yeah, that's something that's always been a real great thing about the Fire Emblem series, is that you can customize your battle to your heart's content. You can decide to skip animations, turn them on, off, all kinds of things. So, like I said, I love just watching all of those things, but you really don't have to if you'd rather just get right to it.
Yeah.
Good job, Hubert.
Well done.
Let's see. I think that's the best we can do. Oh, look at that. That actually unleashed a gambit. So as you can see, those guys behind Bernadetta, those are her battalion who I've assigned to her. And because I've assigned them to her, she was able to use their gambits, which did her really well here. Was able to defeat that enemy.
Yeah,
So-
she got a crit in that one too.
and it never would have happened if she hadn't left her room. So proud. Yes, another gambit.
Nice. Wow.
We might just save these merchants after all. And I leveled up.
Such power. Truly amazing.
If I don't say so myself, truly amazing.
Indeed.
Huh? It worked out.
All right. The path is clear now. And using my brand new Cavalier, I was able to get over to this bridge
Well
and lower
done.
it for those merchants.
So they can run away from that massive wolf, which we haven't actually just mentioned yet, but it covers like 4 spaces on the map.
Right.
Like it just shows how monstrous and massive that character is versus all the other units on the field.
He's incredibly powerful too. It takes a long, yeah, look, he's 4 spaces. He takes a lot to whittle down his health.
Yeah, and positioning is so important in Fire Emblem. At the end of your turn, your units are vulnerable to enemy retaliation, depending on what position they are. And so these bosses that take up more than one square, that really open up just like different possibilities of positioning.
So there's one more important battle that I'd like to show. So I think we're going to go ahead and switch over.
Yeah.
We're not going to be able to defeat this commander today, but I'm going to leave that great pleasure to the viewers at home whenever they pick up the game. So we're going to jump right into a story battle right now. And I jumped into a bookmark here, and so I've already gone through quite a bit. I'll just run through my strategy so far. We started off over here, and as you can see, this is a real labyrinth here. So I splitted my units in half. I sent my mounted units who have higher movement over this way so that they can kind of go through there and figure things out, while my more powerful units went over here where there were a lot more enemies and a lot of traps. So now we're over here. We've opened these doors, and my mounted units have made their way through this maze. So we're in a pretty good spot, I think.
And still deploying a flanking maneuver because you have them on both sides.
And I was able to open the door here. One thing that I think is really important to do when you're in one of these sprawled out maps is to kind of choose a key bearer. So I have Sylvain here as the key bearer on this side, and whenever there's a key, I make sure that it gets over to him so that I always know who has the key. I can make sure that's the person I'm sending towards the doors.
All right, and I'm noticing these are students from the Blue Lion house.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, we are
alternate
playing a
path.
different house now.
That's a good call. And this save file, we're playing as the Blue Lion path and as female Edelgard.
Or Byleth.
Oh, sorry, female Violet. So many names.
I know.
Oh, and we've got
It just
another
goes to show
Gambit
how many characters there are in this game, so it's definitely a challenge to keep track of who's who.
But as a professor, that's my duty. All right, so I'm gonna cozy up to Byleth here and use a combat art. Ooh, we can, yeah. Let's use that one. Again, I keep not skipping the battle animations because
They're so cool to look at.
What should I do?
Dedu, you just be you. And then here's my healer. As always, it's so important to keep track of your healer in these maps and make sure that they stay alive so that they can help you stay alive.
Yeah, for sure. But as you had mentioned too, that it's really important to make sure, especially for this map, to point out which character has the keys, so then you're not scrambling around trying to identify where they are, but also switching them around.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go.
All right, so we're making pretty good work of these folks. And Annette, let's move you over here. She doesn't have quite the same movement as everyone else, but she's a mage, so her ranged attacks are really, really critical because all of my mounted units, they generally tend to be lance users, so I really need to have someone with ranged attacks on my side over there.
That's how it goes.
And I don't know if you're able to see it, but some of our students here, including Byleth, have Heroes Relics, and those are very special weapons that you can only use if you have the associated crest. And crests are of incredible importance in this world. They determine your status and power. They're passed down through bloodlines, and so whether you get a crest and which crest you have really determines your position in this world. And maybe not everybody's super happy with that system.
I must steel myself.
I'm just loving how Ash is able to attack those enemies across the wall. Like,
yeah, we're able to take them down without putting ourselves in too much danger,
Right.
which is really nice. Oh, my battalion leveled up. All right, Ash, you did well. Now you get to forge on ahead.
Proceed with caution.
I shall, Dedu. I promise. I think... How are you doing, Dedu? I'm going to heal you. Yeah, let's go ahead and heal Dedu. All right, thank you, Mercy. Well, let's go back over to this side, and there's a lever here. So let's flip it.
still a few enemies to take out here.
Uh-huh. So let's send Sylvain up this way. Take that guy down because he's blocking one of the warp panels I want to use. Normally you would need to check all of these warp panels, see where they take you, but I I just happen to know which one I want. I'm gonna
You've
go
done
ahead and
this
go
before.
straight there. I've done this before. Oh yeah, let's use Rally because Felix, he's a bit of a downer. He needs some pep in his step. And then we're all going to move closer to this warp panel, which is going to take us where we need to be to get closer to the Death Knight, who sounds really friendly, doesn't he?
Yeah.
If we have time, we're going to go and try and say hello to him.
Yeah, I'm not so sure if the title
be
Death
happy to say
Knight
hi
is. Yeah,
back.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, his mother should have thought twice before naming him Death Knight, maybe.
So just to reiterate to the folks at home that are just tuning in, this is Fire Emblem Three Houses, where you play as a professor to basically encourage students and just prep them up. You can play however you want. There's a lot of depth in this game. There's a really deep narrative story. All of these characters have their own personality. And right now we're playing a bit earlier in the game where it's before the 5-year jump, which if you tune in yesterday's Nintendo Direct, you got a little bit of a preview of what happens after that jump, but this game is really, really cool, and we're really excited to show it to you today.
Yeah, and that was just a taste, what you saw in the trailer. Their stories, their backgrounds are all so complex.
The art style in this game is actually really
You
good.
can't tell
the
what's going
textures
on
of the
until you play the
bricks and
game.
stuff.
So
It's nice.
you have a lot to look forward to,
Yeah.
viewers at home. All right, so my key bearers here at the door. We're going to go ahead and say hi to the Death Knight pretty soon. You know what, Sylvain? You're a good man, but I'm going to go ahead and let your professor do the hello.
Oh my gosh.
Because Death Knight is very powerful and very scary.
This is risky.
We're all very scared of him. So let's go ahead and end this turn.
Just give up.
And then one thing I want to point out is that, well, first I'm going to defeat this enemy and then I'll point stuff out. But say I had really messed up in battle and, God forbid, let one of my students get defeated. There's actually a way using Divine Pulse where you can go back and you can redo the whole match if you want, or you can just go back a
That's
few
quite
moves.
good,
And this is
actually.
obviously very powerful.
How you can
It's
go
very
back.
limited, so you have to use it strategically, or you can choose to just not use it at all and just live with the deaths. But it's actually a great way to not have to reset a whole 30-minute battle if something doesn't go your way.
Yeah.
So it's a neat option for fans.
It's also important to note too that right now you're playing in the normal mode.
I'm playing in classic
Or
mode,
classic
yes,
mode,
which
yeah.
means that when people die, they stay dead. So, yeah, Divine Pulse is a great way to get around that.
Counteract the
Yeah, and go and kind of rethink your strategies. Another battalion level up. That's handy. Oh, no.
You said he was friendly?
Yeah, so we're going to stop
Right here.
right here.
Uh-oh,
Before
some
he,
entrance harm
yeah,
over here.
Because this friendly fellow just got a little less friendly. So.
You said he was friendly.
Yes. But
lie.
yeah, I should have pointed out that not only do you need to either take down the Death Knight, which is difficult, or take down all other enemies on that map, which there were a lot of them, you have to do it in 25 turns.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah.
So there are conditions and challenges to every battle.
Yes.
Cool.
But that was just a little sneak peek at Fire Emblem Three Houses. As we mentioned, it's coming out July 26th, so
Yes.
you won't have to wait long to
Yeah.
Pretty good,
work on
actually.
it.
July
Yeah.
26th.
Thank you so much
That's
for
nice.
running this through with
2019, I'm
us and
guessing.
explaining everything. There's a lot of content
Yes,
for sure
it's
to
a
run
very
through.
deep game.
So thank you so much for tuning in. But don't go away. We still have a lot more content to show you. Up next is a multiplayer mode of Luigi's Mansion 3.
Oh, Mansion 3, okay. I'll stick around for this. So this is Skyscraper, I'm guessing. That's cool. It's a very small flashlight. Also, Why does Luigi look so happy to be in a haunted mansion? Yeah, you don't see that in the games. You don't see like how happy he looks. So is the Scarecrow like, can you just play that normally multiplayer, or do you have to have online? Because if you could just play it normally, that's actually really good. I'd like to do that, because I don't have online. Or at least I do, but I have a membership. It looks like the Polterpup is with you with this game. Like, is, like, yeah, one of your companions. At least that's what it looks like anyway. So the bills are coming back. I mean the money. So the money's coming back, which is good. I wonder whether there'll be a ranking at the end of the game, like the first game. That would be cool. I'd appreciate that. Like a ranking based on how much money you collected. This game has such good graphics. I love the graphics in this game. Also, I really like the swinging mechanism. I think that looks cool. So it's kind of cool you can just swap between Luigi and Luigi instead of having to, you know, be multiplayer. Oh, the spirit balls are back. I had a feeling those would make a return. This looks like a boss fight. This looks like an awesome boss fight.
Hi again, welcome back. My name is Teresa. We're here to show a sneak peek of the multiplayer mode Scare Scraper in Luigi's Mansion
Also,
3.
it can be regular
I'm
multiplayer.
joined here by
That's good.
Dan, Roxy, and also Bryce from Next
Hi.
Level Games. Thanks so much for coming and joining us, Bryce. We're really excited to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me, and thanks to the dev team for putting in all the hard work here, fixing up the last few bugs right now.
Definitely.
So Bryce is a game director for Luigi's Mansion 3, and Next Level Games also worked on Dark Moon, Luigi's Mansion 2 Dark Moon. So why don't we hop into Scare Scraper mode?
Yep.
Dan, why don't you walk us through this?
Yeah, let's just go right
so
into it. We're
yeah,
going
it
to set
can
up
be,
a local room. You
regular
can play with
multiplayer.
1 to 8 players, either locally or online. And I'm going to create a room. When you play the Scare Scraper,
Have
together,
a plan, communicate. You can use the live app to voice
So this is
chat.
Scare Scraper.
So I think I'll team up with Roxanne. You guys will stick together
Smart
on
one.
your side, and we'll try to battle these ghosts.
Sounds good.
So you have
Sounds
to
very
clear
Right now we are
Hey.
all
floors.
separately, one player
Ghosts.
per system. So we're all playing locally. I'm gonna try to find.
Oh.
I saw
Oh.
these battles, and
Over to you, battle some ghosts, Roxanne.
Did you call me?
All right, and the objective for this first floor is to clear all the ghosts on this floor within the time limit that's indicated up on top.
We found a hammer and a couple hoops in here.
oh, he's got a book. He's not going to let me.
So you can use the ghost to slam other ghosts this time around as well. Oh, and you even slammed me, Roxanne. Thanks.
Sorry about that.
Give me a book.
unintentional
damage.
friendly
Sorta.
fire.
Oh no, we're
We
running
ran into each other.
Our teamwork
Oh.
needs some work.
All right.
All right.
Okay, room cleared.
So Dan, I am heading
Oh,
to you.
where do
I
I
am
go?
the blue Luigi.
Head
Okay.
out here.
I'm going
She said that was blue, but
look at
that's
the map here
the
and
pink.
see. Okay, I see where you're,
Oh no,
where
she's
you're at.
talking about a different
let's-
one.
let's meet
Never
up.
mind.
The maps are mostly rectangular, so when there's gaps in the
Already
map,
cleared that room.
that usually means there's another room to find.
All right,
we'll
Yeah,
go
I'm really
to-
excited
this
to
is
play
probably
this
a-
with
Oh, a mouse.
Yeah,
with
guys
other
cleaning.
people, like in the same room and not having
So
to have
even though we're
online.
hearing
Friends are
ghosts,
here.
we still have
Like the
to
first Scare
potentially
Scraper
find
one
keys and other things here.
in
So
Mansion 2.
that's important.
Yeah, we're competing against time. Every floor is 5 minutes, and there's different objectives on each floor, so we'll have to keep watch of how much time we have left. Yeah, just the one guy in here.
Room's clear.
This
Oh,
room's
there's a bunch in here.
suspiciously
Oh, we
empty.
got him.
Oh, the spirit
mine-
balls
mine-
are
mine
definitely
got
back
away.
then.
Oh no. We'll find them again. I see them through the mirror.
Oh, yeah, there.
We got some more rooms.
It looks a
go
bit better
left,
than,
Roxanne.
than in the first
Okay.
one.
Snake
I mean,
them.
the second one.
Nicely
If you're
done.
playing alone, you can always spawn Luigi as kind of backup.
All right, where do we go?
There we go. Oh. Here we go with the double.
Is there one in here?
Nice work. Oh,
Nice.
The ghosts look
these
really
rehearsals
cool
really
in this
paid
game.
off. Much better than
Much
they
better
were
than the
earlier.
first and
Oh, yeah.
second.
It helps to have an expert on the team. Oh, you revealed a hidden thing.
Oh, I did.
But I don't know if there's any ghost in there.
You can use the dark light to find ghosts as well if they tend to be invisible here.
Oh,
So I'll keep him.
did you find
there
some?
we go. Yes.
Or you just found, or just found
Double
money?
slam. Oh yeah.
Oh, we should be MVPs on this floor.
Watch out!
Oh,
We'll
singing
see at
with
the
Luigi
point
map.
tally.
So there's
Every
one
time.
more
Behind a
gap
door.
in the map in the south. We'll head
Teresa's
to
in a
there
trap,
now.
but I got her.
Thank you.
A big difference from LM2 is we actually have hallways and balconies and closets. That's from the randomly generated system.
Nice.
It's nice. It feels a little bit more like a hotel. Oh wow, got lots of space.
Now we got it. I think we got this. Which are we going this way?
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna have to plunger you for that.
Accidentally. I mean,
Is there anywhere else that we haven't been? I think we've already got that one.
Oh,
Oh, we did
nice.
it.
Defeating ghosts in this
very
game
well
looks
done.
really good as
Very
well.
well done,
Like, it
yeah.
I
looks
feel like you two
really
carried us.
functional.
Thank you.
I
Roxanne
actually
won
got
again.
I got the map item right off the bat.
Oh,
This is
I
kinda
knew
difficult
which
in the
ghost
first
went
game.
Super
which room.
lucky.
To capture
We were
ghosts.
exploring.
All right.
Were
so-
there any keys on that floor? I don't think there
Yeah,
were.
No, there were no locked doors. It's
Oh.
random. There's even floor events, like sometimes the lights go out, or sometimes
Ah.
you lose your poltergust and have to find it again. So try to keep it mixed up.
All right, let's go on to the next floor.
Yeah.
And see what our objective is. There's different objectives on every floor, so that adds the variety.
Yeah, we hope you have a different playthrough every time, and
Yeah.
playing with different people will also make it a little different.
Yep.
So is this game out of
So do you know that
development now?
Scarescraper mode was
Well, I
also
mean, of course it is,
in
but
Dark
like,
Moon? Were there any
yeah, because they're playing it. but-
challenges or victories as you were developing Scarescraper mode for Luigi's
Find the
Mansion 3?
toads.
Yeah, as we mentioned, the variety was a big
Sounds
pillar for
interesting.
us, and we
I
moved
agree.
to a procedurally generated system
Hmm.
on, oh, we found a balcony here. On LM2, we kind
Wow,
of just
it's like
randomly
space in
delete
the back.
things from an existing map, and this time we're creating it from scratch. And one of the big challenges is to make that computer algorithm
Oh, there's a
feel
banana peel.
like a designer has built it. And we spent a lot of time and even created tools where the designers could build maps quickly and then thumbs up or thumbs down the layouts. And the system would kind of ignore the ones that they didn't have fun. This objective is Toad. I found one here. I'll
That's
call out
wrong.
on the map.
Uh-oh.
So we have to get Toads back to the portal, and there should be 4 of them on the floor. And they're even more afraid of the ghosts than Luigi, so we have to clear those out before we can escort them back.
Oh, sorry.
Right, so
Should
a
we go
little
look
bit,
Should we go look for toads, Teresa?
yeah, strategy is a little bit different for this floor. It's not so important to clear rooms of ghosts. We need to track down where toads are
I left
and make
behind.
better use of our time.
Hey, there's everybody.
Oh.
We're in the hallway now. Okay, let's
Oh, you
find
did.
somewhere else to go. Did anybody find a Toad?
Yeah,
That's
someone has one.
on this floor. I feel comfortable splitting up so we can.
How many
try to
toads
cover
they
more
found?
ground.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going to take
That's a good
this guy
strategy.
This is 0
back
for,
at the
but
moment.
Yep,
They have one.
I'm gonna go look for toads because I want to help.
Oh, actually, I got the map
I
item
found one.
again.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I
So
found one.
there's
I had to do that.
Dan, you're the green Luigi,
I'm
correct?
green. Yep.
Okay. He's in the northwestern
big red
room
one.
right now.
I think I got him. Though.
Okay. Yeah. Oh,
Oh, he's
I think
still
I
up
just
there.
got the map item now too. I see a key
There's
and
multiple.
some toads in the center rooms.
Go.
I can bring up
Go,
my map with the
Luigi.
D-pad here.
Oh, we got him.
Okay. I found red toad and
Come
I,
on,
looks
little
like I
buddy.
also have to find a key.
All right, I got the yellow toad. I'm bringing him back.
We're still good on time here. Hey. So we're looking for a key in
Oh,
here,
it's in
Roxanne.
here, isn't it?
Alrighty.
Might-
Did you
might-
already turn all the drawers?
No, and I haven't found all
Oh,
the
no.
hidden objects.
Oh, I'm trapped behind a door, and yellow toad's
Come on,
scared. He's
key.
running down the
Oh, you
hall.
did. You
Oh
got it.
no.
Okay.
Oh, I will come help.
So
Help.
now we have to look for the locked door on the map. But we haven't
It's in the
quite-
north center. Yeah.
Okay. Roxanne, you go there while I
Teresa's there. She's gonna help me.
take this toad back to the portals.
Gotcha.
You saw the TV portals in yesterday's studio run-through with Tanabe-san and Ikebaba-san.
Come on, Toad. Let's go. Oh, he likes you now.
Oh, okay. I guess we're going this way.
He likes whoever's closest.
Yeah.
Whoever's going to get him to safety.
All right. Good job.
Okay. Send him back to EGAD.
I have to watch out for those traps.
So now we need one more. The green
Yeah, the
toad.
green toad.
Right,
Let's
so
see on the... Oh, he's in the center map.
He's in the center, and the only way to access this room is
Oh.
from actually
Not a ghost in there.
It looks like from the south.
Oh,
right
okay.
from the south.
Okay,
so
follow me, Blue.
Coming
Everyone
with
follow
you.
Bryce's lead.
I guess Bluigi. That'd be a good name.
Luigi.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I ran into
Just
you.
ran into you.
All right, I'm gonna. meet
So
up
right
with
now
you
we're
guys.
There we go.
showing 4-player co-op, but there's also the ability to do up to 8 players. So with 4 players, we're each able to also summon a Guigi, which we haven't shown yet, but it is really cool. But if you have 8 players, the additional characters will be controlling a Guigi.
Right. So it would be 4 Luigi and 4 Luigi.
Teams, yeah. Okay, found a big room here. We have to clear the ghosts out of the way of Toad's path back to the portal, or else he's just going to freak out.
I'm stuck in.
Wow.
Ah,
That ghost is...
Roxanne's just moved ahead. to
All
get
these
the
ghosts
points
in this
here,
game
haven't
look
you?
really
we
crisp
go.
for some reason.
Okay.
Like,
Finders keepers.
the
We have 50
HD
seconds.
works so well with this
For
game.
some
And the
time.
textures too.
Okay, Roxanne, you take him back to the portal,
Alrighty.
and we'll look for clocks. There's usually clocks in treasure chests or balconies, and they help
It's
you
still
out a
kind
little
of,
bit time in
you
case
know,
you're running
it still
short.
kind of makes me feel a bit weird that it's perfectly
Right,
bright.
I'm running as fast as I can.
but,
I think I
like,
might
he's
cut
got a
really
flashlight.
close.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna try and take
I
the
just feel
forward
like-
and catch up.
I think, in my opinion, they should have
I'm
gone back
stuck
to
in
the
a
old
room.
formula where it's like,
Oh, no.
the room's dark,
Oh.
but once you clear it, it goes
I don't think
light.
we can save you. We only have
That's
20
all right.
seconds.
Yeah.
No, get-
That
get
would
the
be
toad.
a
Okay,
bit better in my
get the
opinion,
toad.
but
Get
We're
the
going to
toad
the next
to
Alright,
floor
I'm
by
in the room.
ourselves.
I'm in the
still
room.
good.
Ah,
get in
there we
there.
go. Whew. Good work,
Nicely
everybody.
done.
Got a little sweaty there.
Finally my
That's
message
very
comes
clutch.
through. The internet in this hotel is very slow.
Hey, Bryce overtook me in points.
Oh my
I
gosh.
know, 80 points. It's a close match.
Well, I mean, the pros here. He's
Oh,
gotta. He's gotta show us up.
I didn't know. I thought we were cooperating, not competing.
Healthy competition.
All right, let's see if we can get to get through another floor.
I'm curious to see what this next objective is.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, there's about 8 or 9 objectives total, and there's somebody special waiting at the top of the hotel if we get there, but it takes a little bit of time.
This sounds both exciting and menacing.
Yeah.
It is.
Collect the money. Now this I can
Collect
get
the
behind.
money? Oh my gosh.
Okay, so this one, the strategy is probably best for us to pretty much divide. And oh, look at that! I got the map this time.
Yeah, split up and then try to look for the gold ghosts. They're the ones that kind of have the most money. Also, unhaunting furniture. There's usually better treasure and things that are missing. As you can see right now in mine, there's a little bit of a shine on this box, and I'll spawn my Guiji to help me out. And there should be some ghosts in here.
Oh, they're gold
Ah, there we
ghosts.
go.
So they make a
The
return
gold ghosts are
from
just as scared as Toad.
2.
I think this is a good objective to use first to kind of shake things up and reveal money as well. Is that right?
Yeah, oh, you've got a parcel on yours over there, so
Yep.
just open that up.
I'm gonna get Yuichi
Look
to help.
for the pearls.
Open up.
We've added them back from LM1. They're worth the most amount of money.
Oh.
Come on,
So
Yuichi.
bills, coins, bars, and now pearls are back.
So Bryce, because this supports 8 players, were there any specific challenges about incorporating that into this mode?
Yeah, Luigi's one of the pillars of the franchise is showing how expressive Luigi is, and we didn't want to use a simple model or change anything from the single-player game. So we spent a lot of time trying to get that traditional keyframe animation and all the beautiful blends on the facial morphs and additive blenders and such coming through in multiplayer. And 8 players network is difficult.
Yeah,
running
I
at
can't
30
imagine
frames, as you're
8
seeing right
players
here,
doing
it
this
was
would be...
a technical challenge, but
Actually, it would
the
take
clever people
it
back
would
at
take way
NLG
quicker.
made
Though.
it happen.
It would like
And we're
you'd be
hoping the
done
world enjoys
one
it.
objective in like
I'm
minute,
definitely
like
having
2
a lot
minutes.
of fun, like working with you guys here and trying to get through these 5 floors. It's a challenge in itself.
The competition's gotten a little more fierce. I noticed we're no longer helping each other.
We're all every man for himself.
Yeah,
when there's
we're
money
on
all
the
about
line.
money at the moment.
So,
I decided to play some pool for a little while. Throw these balls into the pockets.
oh gosh.
See if I can. Oh, sank the 8 ball.
Wow.
Okay, we're about halfway there. We might be getting too cocky. Every once in a while, the game gets quite difficult. Scarescraper is more challenging than story mode. If you really want to go for some punishment, you could try to beat it by yourself or with one friend on one kit. And
Come on.
it's quite exhilarating when you finally get through to the top.
Oh, he got away.
Okay, we got about 2,000 gold left. Hey, I met
wow.
some people, but he's disappointed that I collected all the gold there.
All right,
no, I
I'll
got one.
leave.
For some reason, the phones are ringing in the hotel.
Oh. It's probably EGAD.
Some people are still interested in staying in this hotel, okay?
Yeah.
Well, there's money all over the place.
Maybe that's why they're coming.
yeah.
The balconies are a good place for money, and you can find things in the weirdest objects like these planters.
Yeah, I'd quite like to go to a
Well, on the clock, that's
hotel
gonna
and
be
just be able
helpful.
to fish out a gold bar from a plant.
The
Seems like my kind of
the floors
hotel.
are a little bit more cohesive than the ones in the single-player mode, so you can kind of guess where the rooms are going to be. If you see empty spaces or you reach a balcony, you know there's nothing else further in that direction.
Aw, someone already got that even.
500 left. We're flying here. So I got one of the upgrades now. My backpack's shiny. It's the super suction, so I'll deal more damage to ghosts.
So you have
Not really
upgrades to
helpful
the
on this floor,
poltergeist.
but that's how
Actually, you had
the
that
randomness
in
works sometimes.
Mansion 2.
There's also a super strobe
Forgot
that can
about that.
strobe all the ghosts in one room. And finally, there's a trap detector helmet, which we invented after Tanabe-san was getting stuck quite a few too many times. So if you get a siren on your head, that helps you detect where the traps are.
I could probably use that too.
It's helpful. It's helpful. Okay, we only need 400. Let's try to find some unexplored rooms here.
That door looks suspicious, so I'm not going in that one.
200. Who's going to win? Oh, I found a ghost in the bathroom here.
Oh.
Searching the toilets is often fun too, yeah. Or the bathtub. Oh, we did it!
Nicely done.
Whew, we overshot
Nice.
it by a few hundred.
With time to spare.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my
I thought I
god.
was doing good.
Ice is leaving us in the dust.
We're gonna get past this screen.
Yeah.
I wonder
gold
what
ghosts
the
were really
next
the trick
objective
there.
is.
All right.
I think that we're running out of time, so unfortunately we can't climb up any further this
Aw.
hotel, but that was a ton of fun, and I cannot wait for this game to
Yeah,
come out.
same. It looks
would
a
be
lot of fun.
Yeah,
blast.
that was a blast. Thanks for letting me show this off to the world, guys.
Any
Yeah,
other
thanks so
final
much,
tips?
Bryce, for coming by. Do you have any last words that you want to share with the folks at home?
Yeah, we're hoping to finish the game up and satisfy your the fans' needs. We actually listened to the feedback on the forums and in the reviews for LM2, and we've changed the design of the story mode, brought back some elements from LM1, and I think everybody's going to be pretty happy, especially with the return of the portrait or character ghosts.
Return of the
A
Portrait
couple dozen
Ghost.
of them to explore.
That
in
is
the
so
game.
cool.
So we hope you have fun.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much again.
That's like one of the best
Guys,
things
stay
about
tuned.
the first game.
We have a lot more content to show for you. Next up is Trials of Mana. Don't go away.
Okay, well, I'm going to leave this video for here because I don't want it to get too long. But I will most likely be doing more of these throughout the days. And I will see you soon. Goodbye.